I've seen more rear ends. They're falling down.
I've never seen this many naked rear ends before in one place, though.
Nice cans.
Thank you.
You know how if you had boobs, you'd never leave the house? All right, so then how about hookers and blow? They look like boobs. That's what makes them so good.
So we just had to pick one of many holes to run this through. Sloppy and wet now.
Just like going to a strip club. You can look, just can't use it.
You're not spending enough money. You just unsnapped her bra.
Dead body.
I feel like we should be having a beer, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Might not matter.
This is awesome. Need a beer. Who wants a beer?
Pour beer all over it. That would fix me right now. 96 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it around. 95 bottles of beer on the wall. Beer?
I don't know if the power's gonna come back on, but if it... Let's get a beer. That was a lot of work.
That's a good plan.
Jesus.
Who wants a beer? Guaranteed the brakes don't work.
Or hell, how about we put some brake fluid in it, because there's none in there right now.
I'm only in the driveway and I can tell you that the brakes are garbage.
But the no brake thing, that's a problem.
The rear main seal's puking pretty good. It is puking ATF absolutely everywhere. You can see the trail that we left coming in. That was so all hanging out, it's redonk. That's like California lighter fluid. As bad as this looks, there's really not that much butchery. Oh, that's mint. That's redonk. We had this 12-volt heater and it caught on fire, but didn't even make enough flame to melt the ice on the window. But as you know, there's no glory without suffering. That is like new. There's no water in it, so let's kill it. The suspension was junk. It's a two-door, so there's half as much to ruin. I'll go ahead and just keep that from burning the water hose, because then it might pop and put the fire out.
Like Cheech and Chong now.
All right, so then how about hookers and blow?
This might be the best day at work ever. Yeah. Best day at work ever. Best day at work ever. This is the best day at work ever. Look what we made. Best day at work ever. They have a welder and a man willing to weld in David's bung into the exhaust pipe on Valentine's Day.
Ah! Where do you want to do it? I'd really like to avoid dirt.
In separate hotel rooms, mind you, okay?
Hey! Oh, sorry. You always steal the covers. Your ass is gonna bleed.
Who wears the pants in this family? This guy.
It's not as thick as it looked, but it's probably gonna work the best.
You'll never give me anything, will you? That's why my balls are always so sore. I've made it around the block. I see no reason why we can't go cross country in this. I'm using all 8 of my hands right now.
Okay. Giving up. Going to zip ties.
And this thing runs like a top. Well, it did. If it had a motor, maybe.
I am so confused. Which car are we even working on now?
Here's something you really do not want to do at home. And you really don't want to have Finnegan and Dulcich do it for you either. We hadn't even left the garage yet, and we've broken it twice.
Chrome air cleaners and stickers add horsepower. It's a fact.
The seat's not on fire. Should I keep going?
Yeah. Be careful, the seat's not bolted down, you can't reach the clutch, you can't reach the brakes. The door flies open, there's a clunking sound, the brakes are a little sketchy, the carburetor's falling off. Tech tip. You want to take the gas and actually put the nozzle in and fill the tank all the way up. Then you go to the drag strip and it runs good.
That looks like that's gonna make smoothies for me. My main concern is freezing my giblets off.
Yeah.
This car is so famous
Look at
now.
that, it
Every
is.
time it's for sale on Craigslist, somebody sends it to me. You could start a garden with all the dirt that's inside that car right now. Why? Because roadkill. I don't have a clue what's going on right now.
I paid $700 for these.
Dulcich will give you 20 bucks for them now. This is probably the most we've sucked the least on any roadkill ever. How much do you think we've shortened our lives by doing roadkill just from the amount of carbon monoxide we've inhaled?
But how much have we extended our own glory?
They don't sell these to white people. How'd you get this?
Figure it out, white boy.
Hold on. This isn't the kind of car you take home to mom and park in her driveway.
Because it leaks.
Unless you hate your mom. If people were on the fence about whether or not we were truly hacks on this show, this will just cement the legend.
This leaves no doubt.
This thing is hammered. Can we just Zeus it back together?
Yeah, a little super glue.
Oh, look at that. Get some zip ties. They're not going to even notice that.
Exactly.
This is dented. This is dented. This can't stay like this. So I'm just gonna cut the whole thing out. We'll just Zeus it back together if this doesn't work.
Probably just flange this and Zeus it right back in there.
We're caught up. The motor and tranny went right in. Didn't.
There's nothing we can do to this car that I will feel bad about. Nothing.
The transmission didn't break any lines when it went in. Did.
Bad ideas, poorly executed.
The wiring's super simple. Not.
This thing is incredibly slow. How does that happen?
We let diesel guys build a car on Roadkill.
All we got left to do is the cooling system.
This is epic, even for Roadkill.
Hope the brakes work.
You know what? Here's my theory. The car wash is going to fix the transmission.
Maybe find some tires.
So we go to the parts store, buy 15 more.
Shiny hubcaps.
Here's the Roadkill norm. You want to put the nicest new goodies you can on the worst possible car and then not install them correctly.
And put some diesel in the gas car that has the diesel turbo motor and some exhaust.
First item, zip ties. He's embarrassingly low on zip ties.
And drive around and scare people that we don't know. So I think this is going to be a good day.
I know that we would disappoint you if we were actually prepared for this challenge.
We're about to fix the oil problem.
Yeah, there isn't any.
Yeah, you can't have a problem with oil when you don't have any, right? That's a good fire. Here, watch, it'll get bigger. Ah, yeah. I think the choke's just stuck. But you'll let me know while I sit in here. I think the only thing that's really questionable right now is whether the audience is still watching this.